Damian Cryer, and I'm back with another video. So anyway guys, today I got me some fried fish and some fried shrimp. I literally just got done frying it, so it's still fresh. This is not actually a mukbang. I just wanted to do me some eating while I'm talking to you guys. Let you guys know what's going on with me. I know some people have been like, well, why haven't you been uploading like you do every single day? It's been touch and go, 2 or 3 days go past. So I'm gonna tell you guys why, and I'm sorry. My voice sounds a little bit hoarse. Before we start the video, man, I wanna start off with my prayers. Thank you, God, for this food I'm about to receive. Thank you, Lord, for watching over me, my family, keeping us all healthy, Lord. In Jesus' name I pray, amen. First and foremost, happy Valentine's Day to each and every one of you guys out there. I hope you guys had a wonderful and blessed Valentine's Day, and I hope it was all that you guys thought that it could be. My Valentine's Day was pretty good. So pretty much, you guys know I was recently on a vacation trip in Florida with my family. And while I was on vacation, I don't know if I was careless or what ended up happening, but for some reason, I ended up getting really, really sick. And it hit me like out of nowhere. I mean, it was like a regular, normal day. Everything was fine. Is it the hot sauce or the fish? I think my taste buds are kind of messed up because of the sickness. Anyway, it was just a regular day. I got up, everything was normal. Got dressed that day. Went to Disneyland. And my body was sort of normal. I was excited, I was happy. And then it's like, we got on like a couple kid rides. Everything was smooth, going like clockwork. There was one particular ride we got on. And when we got on the ride, the moment that I sat in the ride, my head started kind of like spinning a little bit. But I didn't think none of it because one day, it was like 60 degrees there. And the next day it went from 60 to like 85. So that's in Orlando, Florida. So I'm like, wait a minute now. Why do I feel funny all of a sudden? So I just disregarded it. And I kept on vlogging as I normally do when I'm out somewhere. And the ride lasted maybe 15 minutes maybe? Yeah, 15 minutes. When I got off the ride, well, when the ride stopped and it was time to exit, because we got to exit like one at a time. Everybody couldn't exit at the same time like most rides. You have to wait until the ride comes to a certain area, the door opens and you can step off on the sidewalk. When it came time for me to exit, to step off on the sidewalk, everybody was looking at me like, Damian, you okay? And I'm looking at them like, what are y'all talking about? And they were like, you look like that you're gonna pass out. I guess my eyes turned red, I started sweating. I didn't even realize it. But the moment that I stepped off the ride, I would say a minute of stepping off the ride, my whole head just started spinning. I started coughing uncontrollably. Now, at that time, you guys can imagine just how freaking scared I was. Because you guys know about this new virus that's going around called Corona. I think I pronounced it right, Corona. Apparently this is a very, very dead virus that's going around. It's actually taking people out. sending them home, if y'all know what I mean. So I was really scared. I continued to walk around the park that day, hoping that things would get better. But instead, things got worse and worse and worse. By the time evening had fell upon us, I was in a state where I couldn't even really move. I couldn't eat anything. I couldn't drink anything. My body just felt numb. I mean, I didn't even feel real. And during that moment, I felt like it was over with. I felt like, well, this is it right here. This is it for me. Because, you know, like, when you reach a certain age, you always hear about people getting really sick, and then they come down with the flu, but then they never pull through it, or pneumonia. So when I'm getting back to the Airbnb, I ended up just going upstairs and laying down. And I remember my son sending me a text message hours later. He's like, "Dad, the food's here." And I remember picking the phone up and looking at the message saying, "Okay, I'll be down in a minute." And I went downstairs, and I never forget, it was like 85 degrees. Everybody had on shorts, you know, like tank tops, wife beater shirts, whatever you want to call them. And I remember everybody looking so relaxed. I went downstairs, bundled up with a sweater on, with a hoodie, with it like pulled around my head really tight, shivering and shaking. And I sat at the island and I looked at the food, and my head just started spinning. I couldn't do nothing but get up and just go back upstairs. I was in such bad shape. So the next day, because I was scared to find out if I had caught that corona thing that was going around, because the park is really big, you know, and you got people there at the park from all walks of life. So I was really scared. So I ended up going to like an urgent care the following day. Now that was really scary for me. I was in so much pain that I couldn't even fill out the paperwork that they gave me. My son, Damon, had to actually fill the paperwork out for me. I mean, that's how weak I was. I couldn't even hold a pen in my hand. Again, I had never felt this way in my life, ever. But to make a long story short, when they got me to the back room, it took about an hour. Because we call them ready meds back home where I'm from. Out here, I guess they call them urgent care. So the time they got me to the back room, an hour had passed. And they wanted to know, you know, what I was here for, da-da-da. I explained to them my situation and what had happened. So they took this swab, it was about this long. And the lady took it and shoved it up my right nostril. I mean, she shoved it so deep, it felt like it was in my brain. And I guess that was like some type of test swab, and where they were able to test it to see exactly what I had. So she came back like 15, 20 minutes later and told me I tested positive for the flu virus, and she said that it was very contagious. Because I should get a face mask immediately, which I did not. And now I'm regretting that I didn't get that face mask because I wasn't the only one who got infected because of that. But the reason why I'm making this video, man, is because to tell you guys, man, just how scary that experience was for me. I really felt at that moment that something was bad when it happened to me. And the only thing I kept thinking of was like, man, I gotta get home. I gotta get home. I gotta call my people and I let them know what's going on. I mean, it was a feeling like I never experienced in my life. We've all been sick before. We've all been sick multiple times. But I've never been sick like this before. This was a different type of sickness for me. Normally, when I get sick, because we know our bodies, especially when you're older, you know your body because you've been with your body for a lot of years, obviously. But normally when I get sick, it comes in layers, like in steps or levels. Let's say levels. Sickness comes in levels. For me, it does anyway. Normally, I don't just wake up sick, but I know when I'm coming down with sickness. Basically, I wake up the next day, I'm starting to cough a little bit, I'm starting to sneeze a little bit, or running nose a little bit. I know I'm starting to get sick. But what was different for me this time was the fact that when I got on that ride, I was just fine. When I got off the ride, I was literally critical. So that's what made it so scary for me, because it wasn't like when I got sick before. The way that it was explained to me was that when I got on the ride, when I opened the door handle to get on the ride, that door handle might have been cluttered with germs. I opened the door and got in. Camera in one hand, used the other hand to open the door. I might have touched my face or something, or whatever I did, and I got the germs, and that's how it all happened. So now I guess I'm a lot more precaution now. I'm carrying hand sanitizer everywhere I go. At this point on, I'm never taking a chance again, man, ever. That coronavirus thing, I don't know where that came from, if it just fell out of the sky. You know, the government's always coming up with these viruses, Ebola virus, West Nile, all history. I mean, we've been here since the beginning of time, and all of a sudden all these new diseases coming out. Now there's something called coronavirus that just fell out of the sky. I got my own opinion of where that's coming from. I think the government is experimenting with stuff in these labs, and this stuff is getting out, getting leaked out, or whatever, and people getting sick and dying. But whatever the case is, it scared the mess out of me, man, and it made a real true believer out of me that your health is so important, man. I was so focused on other stuff, like, you know, that I want to try to do, that I was upset at myself for getting sick, you know, instead of, you know, saying, hey, you need to really take care of your business. I guess for me, it's like taking things more serious, man. Because I guess me getting sick and stuff like that, this is like one of the first times that getting sick like this has actually really made me think a lot about life, about health. Like, I do work out, I go to the gym. I know I'm not as healthy as I should be, as far as taking vitamins and drinking the proper fluids every day. Like, I don't drink a lot of water like I should. I drink a lot of BS, pop, energy drinks and stuff like that. But I think after this sickness right here, it's kind of changed my thought on how I think now, as far as what I put in my body now. So this is February 14th of 2020. And I'm thinking to myself, like, 2 days ago could have been my last day here on earth. And it's just kind of scary to kind of think about that, because it's actually true. 2 days ago could have been my last day here on earth. And when I tell you guys that I've never felt anything like this in my life, I'm really just now starting to eat again. I feel like I lost 2 or 3 pounds during a couple of days of the sickness. I wasn't able to stomach anything. I wasn't able to drink anything. I was unable to even get out of the bed. No matter how many clothes that I took off my body, I was just drenched wet in sweat. It was catastrophic. So, again, I wanted to make this video because like people have been hitting me up on IG, Messenger. I haven't been responding to IG or nothing. I haven't been on no social media whatsoever. Except for today, which was to post a picture of happy birthday to my son, Darian. By the way, he turned 12 years old today. Darian was born on Valentine's Day in 2008, so he's 12 years old today, I'm sorry. Darian just turned 12 years old today. So he was born February 14th, 2008. 12 years ago. That boy is getting so big. But, again, just want to like raise awareness, man. Basically, don't take life for granted like I have. Neglecting my body as far as like doing dumb stuff, not drinking right, not eating right. Just letting you guys know, man, that the sicknesses and stuff like that is real out here, bro. It's real. You can be here today and gone tomorrow, just like that, man. So don't take your life for granted, man. Health is very, very important, man. Anyway, that's really all I wanted the topic on right now. But just let you guys know, I haven't forgot about you. I am starting to feel better. In order for me to be who I am, I have to make sure that I'm right for you guys. But I appreciate you guys' patience. I appreciate you guys' prayers and concern. I know a lot of people have been worried, kind of wondering where the hell I'm at, what's going on. A lot of people have been wondering why I don't answer my phone. That's what's going on. Kind of hard to answer the phone when you don't have much of a voice to talk with. So it's better to just ignore calls. But I love you guys, man. I really appreciate each and every one of you guys. I'm gonna get off y'all screens right now so I can finish enjoying y'all Valentine's Day with y'all boo. And until next time, man, I'm Damian Cryer. I love each and every one of you guys. Have a wonderful and blessed day. Peace.